The following text is adapted from Lewis Carroll's 1889 satirical novel, Sylvie and Bruno. A crowd has gathered outside a room belonging to the warden, an official who reports to the Lord Chancellor. The warden reports to the Lord Chancellor. Okay? One man, who was more excited than the rest, flung his hat high into the air and shouted, as well as I could make out, "Who roar for the sub-warden?" Everybody roared, but whether it was for the sub-warden or not did not clearly appear. Some were shouting bread and some taxes, but no one seemed to know what it was they really wanted. All this I saw from the open window of the warden's breakfast saloon, looking across the shoulder of the Lord Chancellor. What can it all mean? He kept repeating to himself. I never heard such shouting before, and at this time of the morning, too, and with such unanimity. What a strange passage. How does the Lord Chancellor respond to the crowd? So just to be clear, looking across the shoulder of the Lord Chancellor, and then the Lord Chancellor is the one who says, what can it all mean? Because the he right here points to the Lord Chancellor. Okay. He asks about the meaning of the crowd shouting, even though he claims to know what the crowd wants. Well, this part matches with the first part. What can it all mean? So that's asking about the meaning of the crowd shouting, but he claims to know what the crowd wants? I don't think so. He indicates a desire to speak to the crowd, even though the crowd is asked to speak. Definitely does not indicate a desire to speak to them. Because you're looking at this quote, and this quote only is how he responds. He expresses sympathy for the crowd's demands, even though the crowd's shouting annoys him. I don't think so. There's no sympathy with their demands, so it should be the last one, I hope. He describes the crowd as being united, even though the crowd clearly appears otherwise. Yeah, so this is why you always have to read to the very end. With such unanimity. With such unanimity, of course, is united. And then from earlier up here, you could say the crowd appears to be not united because people were shouting different things and no one seemed to know what they really wanted. A strange passage.